Good morning. Good morning. It's Monday. Da da da. Hold on. I'm gonna go to my YouTube side because StreamYards stinks with getting having your messages, guys, come through. Good morning, Ninny. Pixie, good to see you. Mr. Positive, hello. Samara, love you. Remy, good morning. Truth, happy birthday. Sorry I'm saying it late. Things have been crazy. But happy birthday. I hope you had an awesome birthday. Pepper, good morning. Christy A. Mel, good morning. Let's see. Do I have everybody? Let's see. Oh, the one and only Puss in Boots. Good morning. I hope work's going well. Let's see. I think Charlie Girl says good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. So I I haven't really been around. I took a break. Some stuff in my home life happened. I I really don't want to touch because we know how this community is and what they do. But the people that are important to me know what's going on. And hey, Sonia, the people that are important to me and the people that matter to me know what's going on. But for the rest of you, if you guys could just give prayers out to my husband, um, that's what I'm going to ask for is prayers and healing for my husband. Um, Something happened on uh Thursday. Was it Thursday? Something happened really scary. Sunny side up. Good to see you, my love. Um, it was really scary. I'm lucky to have him here with me today. I'm lucky that he gets to still be my husband and a father, and that he's going to be okay. I don't want to talk about it because I'm going to get emotional, but it was really scary. So things are going to be changing in my life for a little while, which is kind of scary. But you know what? What knocks us down sometimes makes us stronger. Thank you, Miss Michelle. Thank you, everybody, for the prayers. Yancy, good morning. But everything happens. 420, good to see you. Everything happens, and sometimes you don't know where it's going to lead you, but no matter what, we always get through it. Thank you, Sarah. We always get through it one way or another. And I know this is another bump in the road, and we're going to get through that too. Bailey, good morning. We're going to get through this too. And all I need is just prayers. And like I said, with that said, and thank you guys all for reaching out to me that have reached out to me. Um, I know I haven't been great at answering messages, but family comes first, and I know the people that have reached out to me understand that. I did try to get back to some messages yesterday. So, thank you guys for everybody that's reached out to check on me and my family. We are doing okay. It could have been a lot worse, but we're doing okay. Good morning, Tawanda. Um, and C, good morning. So, with that said, let's move on to the next thing. I know this might be old news, but I got a privacy strike, guys. Let me just say, for the person that sent me the privacy strike, you know who you are, and I bet you everybody in the chat could guess who sent me a privacy strike. You should really look at the rules and read how the privacy strike works before you give somebody a privacy strike, because guess what? It didn't work. Nice try, though. I'm glad you tried. Yay, I know. Oh my God, a privacy strike. Woohoo! Right? Um, it was on my live. Oh, what was the name of the live? I don't even remember. It was the live that I did on drama. I had mentioned email, and I'm sure the people in here will know. I mentioned an email, and guess what? When you send an email and you use that name as an email, that's what it is. I didn't say your first, your last, your middle. I said what your email was. So the privacy strike is null and void. But nice try. But if I was really and wanted to be grimy, I could hit you left and right. I could hit you all over the place. But see, this is the thing you do. You make a video and then you put it on private or you hide it. So it's really oh, I should yeah, it was Mr. and Mrs. Edmond at yahoo.com. That's where my privacy strike came from. That because I said that, that's where the privacy strike came from. Too funny. Too funny. Um, so like I said, if I really wanted to play this tit for tat with you, I could have hit you so many times. But I don't watch you, for one. For two, I don't care what you have to say. And for three, you don't matter to me. You're just a lying, trashy person. That's what you are. And I'm sorry that you don't like that the community sees you that way. And if you don't want the community to see you that way, maybe you should change yourself. And maybe the community wouldn't see you that way. But you have put yourself in this community and done the things you have to earn that title. I got an email a while back saying there was a plot to take down mine and others' channel. I felt like it was meant to set Laura up. Truth, I'm with you. Yeah, I remember that email. I think a couple of people got that email. I don't even think it was just you. I think it was like they picked and choose certain people and sent that email out because yeah, that I and then it was kind of funny because once people started wondering where this email was coming from and they started doing the research, poof, that email no longer exists. Interesting how that works, right? Sounds like somebody else that changes channel, makes you wonder because there's somebody that has many, many channels. It's kind of her MO. So it wouldn't shock me if she wasn't behind that too. I'm in big trouble because I said she was a Jared, and I think that was a nice word for this community, right? Um, the next subject I want to call out is somebody was on a panel. I'm not going to mention this person's name because I'm not supposed to. You know, uh, all of a sudden they became the moral authority of YouTube, and I'm not supposed to talk about them. I'm not supposed to mention them because they don't like me. So don't talk about me. Well, the thing is you really have to listen to my live because when I was talking about that email and me manufacturing that email or me adding to that email, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the one that sent me the privacy strike. She did a video on it saying that um I could go to jail because it was forgery or something like that because I had manufactured the email. I heard that you said it and then you apologized. I got all that. I wasn't even discussing you. But because you always think somebody's discussing you or talking about you, you had to sit on a panel and tell me not to talk about you anymore. As you sit on a panel and talk about me or make community posts about me, tagging me in the community posts. But I'm the one talking about you. No, I think it was the other way around. But they've left me alone. I'll leave them alone. But I just wanted to clear the air that not once did I say you. Not one. I was talking about the manufactured email. Yes, did you mention that? You did, but you apologized for that. Cool, done, over with. But I wasn't even talking about you. I was talking about the crazy person that gave me a privacy strike that made a video about me manufacturing the email. That's what I was talking about. Um, Next on the agenda. Um, the name of this is What's Important. Well, sometimes I wonder around here. It's been pretty crazy around here. I think people have lost their, I don't know if it's because of COVID and they got too much time on their hands, but from the little that I have seen, it's really disappointing to me, in my opinion. Now, you guys hear this, in my opinion. It's pretty disappointing because I have seen many people make live after live talking about how subs matter. Hashtag subs life matter. Oh, subs should have a voice. It don't matter what side of the fence you're on. It don't matter if you're over on the one side or the other side. All of us as a collective people, all in one, we have all talked about how subs subs should have a voice. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the subs. And we feel like the subs are being scared to speak their mind and that they shouldn't have to be scared to speak their mind, right? I mean, we've all talked about it. We've had panels about it. Everybody's talked about it. Well, lately, I have been seeing that subs that are nice, don't cause trouble, aren't talking shit on a daily, but finally decided that they wanted to have a voice. So they have a voice and they get ripped apart. So which one do you want? Hey, hanging with Mr. J. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Hey, Rep Ash. Um, this is going to make subs not have a voice again. This is going to make subs unsub you. This is what's going to make subs not want to be here. Just because they have an opinion and just because it's not the opinion that you want them to have, why call them out? Or, I mean, call them out and be jerks. Like, let them have their opinion, but at least address them like not a piece of trash. Calling them out and screaming at them or calling them names? I mean, really? Come on. Just say, "Hey, so and so, I see that you're having an opinion on this and I don't agree with it," and move on. Or talk to them like an adult and have a normal conversation. Instead, it ends up being a gang attack, or people sit and be quiet on their panel when somebody else is attacking their sub. Now, I know for me, if I was sitting here and I had a panel and you guys were in my chat and you guys were, somebody came in and my panel guest decided to trash them from one side to the other, I would mute that person. And I would be like, look, you need to either address them with respect or don't address them at all. I don't know about you guys, but I just feel bad for the subs. And I'm seeing it in chat before I even came live. You guys have unsubbed so many people, there's not many people left. I can't tell you how many messages I got on, "Where are you, Jenna Moon? Jenna Moon, go live so we have somewhere to go." Because you and a couple other streams are the only streams where we can go into and there ain't yelling and screaming and putting down, you know? That's sad. That's sad. I think they need a course in conflict resolution or maybe just being decent human beings. I agree behind the scenes. I agree. It's just, I mean, we have been screaming from the rooftops for over a year that subs Subs matter. Subs should have a voice. Why aren't the subs ever talking? Because they feel uncomfortable, or they're worried about how they're going to be treated, or if they're going to get looked up, or whatever. That's sad. They don't even have channels. They have a right. They're here to support us, right? That's what they're here for. If we didn't have subs, we wouldn't have our channels. That's what they're here for. And regardless, the good, the bad, the ugly, we have to listen to them because they are what makes our channels. They are what makes our channel. And they have a right to have a voice. You might not agree with it, and that's okay. But to attack, to put down, when these people, I know that 2 people that were called out that I've seen, like I said, I haven't been around, but 2 people I seen get called out. There was no need for them to get called out the way they did. And for 2, they're one of the 2 nicest people on YouTube. And I'm not going to call their names out because that's not who I am. But I'm sure you guys all know who I'm talking about. I agree, Jenna. We aren't all going to agree with what others say, but be adults and agree to disagree. Exactly. I'm not saying that you're supposed to, you know, allow them to dictate how you do your channel. I'm not saying that. But at least if they have that opinion, at least give them that respect back. They're not calling you names in their what they're writing, what they have to say. They're just saying, in my opinion, blah 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 blah. And the response is horrible. Horrible. Like, why do you have to respond that way? You can say, hey, blah, 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 I disagree, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Why do you feel that way? Because you know what? Every day we learn. It doesn't matter if we're 20, it doesn't matter if we're 50. We learn every day. Every day you learn something. I always say, I learn something new every day. And I do. Every day I learn something. But maybe listening to a sub, even if you don't agree, but if you at least hear them out instead of degrading them and putting them down, because right when you do that, they're going to shut down. They're not going to say anything to you anymore. They're just going to unsub, walk away, and be done. Most subs do that. Like, you're going to come at me like that because I have an opinion? Then screw you. I'm not telling you nothing now. But if you address them in a different manner, maybe you could see something that you're not seeing. Because, like I've said 100 times, some people need to go back and listen to their lives. Because when you're talking, you're thinking, but you're not thinking what you're doing. But sometimes if you go and listen to your replay, you might learn something. You might say, maybe I did address that wrong. Maybe I should try this. But completely shutting them down and making them feel like dirt on the bottom of your shoe, if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be here. And I know for me, if a sub came to me and said I was doing something wrong, I wouldn't attack them. I might not agree with them, but I would still treat them as a human being. I would still treat them as an adult and have an adult conversation. I don't know if it's COVID or what, but everybody is nasty. It seems like all the creators have been nasty lately. You sub to my boring channel, Lenny. Let's see. Let's see what you guys are writing. Let me stop with my rant for a minute. Never mind, I shared. Let's see. Nobody wants red carpet, but aggression and huge emotional reactions are crazy behavior to throw at people. Absolutely. I'm not saying put a tiara on them because they're subs, but it just blows my mind that the subs are finally finding the strength to speak. They're finally finding the courage to say how they feel. And now they're being crucified for it. I mean, you're sitting there calling people out for what? And not even in a positive way. I don't like to hurt anybody, to be honest. I don't like to fight or make drama, but sometimes people boil my blood, but sometimes I give them the last word. And I get that. Like if somebody attacks you nasty, are you going to give it nasty back? Yeah, of course. Of course you're going to. I'll try not to, but it happens. I mean, we're only human, right? But when a sub isn't attacking you, that's the thing I saw. The two people that I saw that I'm speaking of, they didn't attack. They didn't use a mean word. Nothing. They didn't attack. They just gave their opinion. And they got dragged for 10 minutes on a panel where they ended up leaving the chat because they had an opinion. I know, I wish Nini would go live more too. They want you to communicate, and when you communicate, you get called out. Right, Tawanda? That's the part that blows my mind. Why is it that way? Why? Why is it that you scream at the rooftops, we want to hear? There's been polls. Polls. Let's not get into the polls because I know that's been a big to do around here is these polls. But in all reality, we've done polls about the subs. We've done lives over the subs, and it's all creators on panel and not one sub because they were scared to death to have a voice. And finally, we get people to have a voice around here. And I just don't get it. I can't be bothered with the big ego channels pass. I agree. There's a lot of big ego channels around here, in my opinion. In my opinion. You're not going to like me. I've heard it. I've heard it this past week. We don't like Jenna. Jenna's voice, always my voice. I can't handle her voice. Then, okay, great. Don't watch me. I think people communicate. Oh, where did that go? I think people's communication skills are lacking. Everyone can probably benefit from brushing up on their skills on all sides. People are rude and expect to be treated fairly. People are fair and get. I agree. I agree. Receipt fairy, I totally agree. And I'm not saying one side or another. I'm not. I'm saying as a whole community. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not by any means because I'm not perfect. I get in on that drama sometimes, not a lot, but I do. And I know there's things that I could probably change about myself. I'm speaking as a whole. This whole community. I'm not singling out, one side or the other. But I just feel like we wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys in the chat. We wouldn't. So you guys have the right. As long as you do it respectfully, you have that right to your say, and you shouldn't get dragged for it. And there's this thing where people don't say it on streams. They might feel more comfortable saying it in a Discord with friends that they've gotten to know. And what happens in this community? It gets leaked out and they get dragged. Whether it's a public Discord or not, it doesn't matter. They felt comfortable saying it in there. That doesn't mean you pull it out and drag the people for it. But then sit there and say in the next breath, showing Discord messages are wrong. How does that make sense? So it's only wrong when it's not about you. But then when it is about you, it's not wrong. You should be able to see that. Is that what I'm getting? Whether it's in a Discord or not, it's about you. So that should be brought out, and you should be able to sit on your panel and trash that person. I'm over it. I unsub and leave it alone. I expect the same in return. I'm catching on, Pixie. Yes, I am. I think a lot of us are catching on. It's only wrong when it's about some and their friends. That's not how it works. No, it's not how it works. And yeah, I'm probably going to get talked about. I'm sure this is going to open up the floodgates. Jenna, the moral authority of fucking YouTube. Not saying I'm the moral authority of fucking YouTube. I'm just being a voice for the subs because nobody else is. Everybody else rather drag. There's only a couple of us that actually are for the subs. So maybe I feel like being the voice for the subs today. Because obviously, if they speak, they get crucified. I'll speak for them. I'll take the hit. Because I rather take the hit and be crucified than these people that don't have a channel, don't have a voice, and just want to express how they feel in this community. Because us as creators have fucked this community. It's not just the subs. It's not just the trolls. It's what we put in our titles and what we do when we fire up that live that has made this community what it is. You guys all want a better community? Then we all need to look at ourselves and what we're doing to put this community into the fucking toilet. If they feel that way, I will just take my views somewhere else. Yep. I saw Friday night and last night at a different channel. I've said it before 100 times. There is no healthy way to do drama because drama at its core is abusive and toxic. That's what we get from drama. Absolutely. I agree with that. All voice matters. Yes, they do. They do. They do. And that's the thing. Like we talk about how this community stinks right now. How this community is so horrible now. So who's going to take responsibility? Because I haven't seen one person take responsibility for the hole that we're in. They rather deflect. Well, it's in the hole because this person did that. Or it's in the hole because somebody did that. But what did you do? You can't sit there and say you're innocent. Same for other creators. They don't want to address certain situations because of the backlash they will receive. Absolutely. I mean, I'm one of them. There is good morning, Mommy of Three. There's sometimes that I talk to my girlfriends before I even write in my StreamYard. I can't tell you how many times I've sat there and debated whether I'm going to go live and address this or I'm not. Because I know no matter what I address, I'm going to get called out for it. I can say it the nicest way possible. I can do it as calm as possible. I can choose my words very carefully, and I still get dragged. Even though I don't go for them, I don't go in their chats, I don't go in their lives, I don't go in their comment sections. And when I do address them, I do it as nice as possible. I was threatened with CPS last night. Are you kidding me, Mommy of Three? Wait, I was threatened with CPS last night, so I'll be waiting for them to show up at my door for my 3 grown kids and a 6-year-old. What? See? But CPS is wrong, right? Why are you attacking a sub and threatening CPS? Why? Because she had an opinion? Let me guess. Because you had an opinion, right, Mommy of 3? That maybe somebody didn't agree with. So they're going to threaten CPS on you? That's disgusting. And that shows right there what is wrong. So why the heck would the sub speak out? Yep, an opinion and facts. Disgusting. Well, I truly hope that doesn't happen, Mommy of 3. But I know if it does, nothing will come of it. I mean, me and you have never, we've had our differences in the past. I know for me, I've put those to bed. I'm pretty sure you did too. But one thing I do know is that you're an amazing mom and your family comes first. So for anybody that wants to threaten going CPS for Mommy of 3, it's a waste of freaking time. It's a waste of time. If she wants to come up, she can. I mean, there's probably more families out there that are in need of CPS calls, and let me tell you, Mommy of 3 isn't one of them. If she wants to come up, she can come up. I can go over on my StreamYards link. Hold on, let me put the link in the chat for anybody that wants to come up. You guys all know anybody's welcome. Any sub that wants to come up, anybody wants to come up to voice their opinion, let me tell you, this is one channel where you subs will have a voice. Now, will I allow, do I want you to bash them or swear at? No, but you have the right to say, this is why I don't sub to your channel anymore. I used to enjoy going to your channel, but this is why I don't go to your channel anymore. What did Joe Lang say? Mommy of 3 was it because you supposedly called Laura's company or knew about it. I was in there when it was said, but I didn't see anyone say call CPS. No one should call CPS unless you see real abuse. Exactly. Mommy of 3 types in a chat. So because she don't go on panels, she doesn't have a channel, you don't see her home life. So why are you calling CPS on her for words in a chat? That's what's wrong. How does nobody see that wrong? I know all you guys that are in here today see that wrong, but the person that spit it out their mouth, and I don't know who did because I didn't see it, but whoever spit that out their mouth, how do you not see a problem with that? Jenna, you are so good to offer, but there's reasons we are subs. There is reasons we don't have channels. I appreciate you speaking up for us, though. Absolutely. And you're right, behind the scenes. That's exactly right. That's perfectly said. That is why you guys are subs. It's because you don't want to take the heat like we do. And you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to take the heat for something you say in chat. Now, I could see if it's a sub threatening CPS. I could see if it's a sub, bringing, going real life. Okay, then that's not a sub any of us want. Amber K is doing a stream where subs can send in emails anonymously about their feelings. I encourage everyone to speak up. Can one of my mods actually put Amber K's link in the chat so you guys can, if you guys feel like sending an email and speaking, I think that would be great. Hopefully, she'll do it anonymously because I know a lot of people say, "How can you do it anonymously? That's not giving the subs a voice." It's still giving the subs a voice, but it's keeping them protected. And I think that's where it needs to be for these subs to feel comfortable. And if I'm wrong, but I don't think so. I think a lot of subs hold back on what they want to say because they're scared their name is going to be attached to it. And then all the hate comes to them. So why not do a stream where you can send in an email, but it stays anonymous, but you feel like you still had a voice? Exactly. Me floating around drama and enjoying the socialization. I don't want, oops, where did that go? I don't want to be directly involved. I come to chill, not fight. End of. I mean, as a creator, that's what I come here for. I don't come here to fight. If I wanted to fight, I'd be jumping from panel to panel to panel. If I wanted to really be involved in this drama, I would be in everybody's chat. Every time my name was mentioned, I would be in a chat like some people. Your name is mentioned and poof, they appear. I'm not like that. So I know they crack jokes that, oh, Jenna says she's not part of the drama as she's doing drama. I have said time and time and time again, I don't do drama. If you actually look at my channel, all my videos compared to my drama videos, they're way less. And I don't even call them drama videos. That's me having a voice. That's me giving an opinion. And really, all this hate the last 2 weeks, week and a half that's come to me, all started because I had an opinion. I had an opinion about Smokey P and True Helper Knows. I did a live and I addressed my opinion, how I felt. I wasn't nasty, I wasn't rude, I wasn't crude. I just gave my opinion. And since then, my name has been mentioned. My names have been in community posts. My names have been everywhere. All because I had an opinion. That doesn't mean I enjoy drama. And then I made a stream funny, like Samantha's just talking about. I picked on myself. And I even got reamed for that. But that's done and over with. But still, I didn't go on a panel and give it back to them. Like this tit for tat that a lot of channels do. Oh, you got a big nose. Well, you got a fat ass. Or you got this, or you got that. I did it a different way. What I did is I took every negative thing somebody has said about my looks, my voice, my teeth, everything, and I combined it into one and I did a live auctioning off all the things people don't like about me. And I got reamed for it. So no matter what you do here, you can't win. How dare you have an opinion? Anyone would think you are a creator or something in this community. How dare you? I agree behind the scenes. How dare I? But it just shows. I even did a stream picking on myself and I got dragged for it. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you do it. If but they're okay to have opinions. They're okay because they have their group. They have their group. They feel strong in their group. They feel like they're indestructible. They feel like they can have all the voices they want because it's theirs and they feel like they know everything and we're over here the little peons over here, we don't know shit. What the heck is she talking for? She has no right to talk. Really? Come on. You guys sit on panels, 4, 5, 6, 10 of you, and drag people. How is that drama? It's not. You guys say it is, but I don't think it is. Oh, ask for proof when you hear things going on in places. Yeah, that's funny. We're always the ones that are supposed to show the proof. Nari, I just got curtains I've been on. I wonder if they were mine. But that's the other thing that drives me absolutely crazy is this show proof or it didn't happen. You didn't show proof, blah blah blah. When do they? When does anybody? When does anybody show proof around here? Just like the one that is irrelevant to me that wants to give me a strike and all that. She's over there yapping, doing video after video of me, still not shutting her mouth, saying I need to show proof. Why do I have to show proof? I can. Yep. I'll drop it again. Why do I have to show proof? You're the one insinuating that I did something to an email that I didn't. You're the one insinuating, not me. So why do I have to show proof? You want to call me out and say I did something wrong, then show me where I did something wrong. Show the community how I altered an email. Show the community how I manufactured an email. You're trying to say I'm the most dangerous person in this community, which is freaking laughable, but supposedly I'm the most dangerous person in this community according to your videos. So if I'm a danger to the community, then please show the community how I'm dangerous. Show the community all these wonderful things that you want to say that I've done. Show it. And you haven't. You haven't shown anything but flopping your mouth. Good morning, Mandy Bell. People, I may magically disappear as soon as my phone gets here. LOL, I have to factory reset this one and throw it in a box so UPS will take it for me, and I don't. Well, I'm glad you're getting a new phone, Mandy Bell, and you do you, girl. If you have to leave, go ahead. Leave. You do you. And like I said, props to you. Thank you for everything you did the last couple of days. I mean, it kind of aggravated me that you had to do that, but I do really thank you for doing that. I really do. Jenna Moon, I hope I'm not being rude in the chat. If I am, please let me know. Rep Ash, my mods would let you know. Um, Usually, but everybody's allowed to have a voice here. And from what I've seen, I haven't seen you be rude. But trust me, if you were rude, my mods would definitely, you would know. I have very good mods in here. They know what I like and what I don't like. And they know that I try to give everybody a voice around here, even if it's against me. I mean, people can come in and be like, hey, Jenna Moon, I disagree with you. I don't like that you do A, B, or C. But as long as you do it respectfully, I'm going to address it. I'll let you come over and have a voice. I just don't feel like I need to jump on anybody's panels to defend myself. I don't feel like I have to jump into a community post or into a chat or whatever to defend myself. I'm good with who I am. And I don't feel like I have to defend myself. And if I wanted to defend myself, I would fire up my live and defend myself. And I know people jump on panels to fix things, and that's great. I hope people can fix things. But I have nothing to fix. I'm not the one that don't like you. I'm not the one that has a problem with you. So why should I have to go up and fix anything when I'm a, I don't have any ill will to anybody around here. None. Do I agree? No. Do I have opinions? Yup. That doesn't mean I hate you. That doesn't mean I don't want you around. You know? I love you too, Ninny. Thank you. Creators are doing lives and privating them because of the stuff they said on panel, and it's not a good look. Hey, Mommy of Three.
What's going on?
Not much. That's crazy that happened to you. You want to talk about it? Tell us what happened for the ones that missed it?
I missed it too. I got a screenshot and clip of it. Sunspear, whoever that is. I've not seen them around a lot.
No.
Um, Told me that I needed to take care of my 3 girls or DSS might be knocking on my door.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's
And
been
that
on to
was
them.
and
My
that was
kids are
left in the
grown.
chat? Was it, I mean, in that
No,
nobody
there was
addressed it.
nobody addressed it. Stayed right there in Laura's chat last night.
Wow. That's very telling, seeing, that's happened to her, and she complains on how horrible it is, but you're gonna leave that in your chat, not even address it, not even say, "Hey, I don't do that, get that out of here. We don't agree with CPS." Nothing? Wow.
Nothing. Right.
Mm.
All
Well,
because I had an opinion. And I stated facts. I guess she thinks I'm behind a channel. I don't know if anybody's seen it or not, but it was a channel that contacted her. Remember when she first went with the candles and she had the CBD and the t-shirts and all that stuff on our website.
mhm,
A lot of it was stock photos. I guess someone contacted that family or contacted that company and told them that the prices that they had, hers were 3 times more. So that company emailed this person back and said, I'm going to reach out to her because that's not allowed. Our MRSP prices, that's not allowed. Well, then Laura goes live and Laura says, well, it's illegal for me to sell CBD, blah, blah, blah. But we all know Laura doesn't remember what she says.
right. Yeah.
So she goes live last night because I had left a comment. I said, oh, because Laura went live and said that. And then she said she had to immediately remove all those items off of her website. So if you notice, none of those things are on her website anymore. So I had just made a comment under that video and said, oh, well, it must have been true. They were illegal. Um, doesn't surprise me that she would jack the prices up 3 times or whatever. I don't even know
Right.
what verbatim I used. So that comment was made probably 2 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe longer. And she just finds it last night to go live about.
Wow. And now she wants to say you're behind it with no proof. Yet
Right,
again, no
right,
proof. Yep.
right.
It's
No,
classic.
and anybody that knows me knows me. I don't know how to make a video or
No,
nothing.
no.
So
As long as I've known you, and I've known you for 2 years now, and I think that if you knew how to do that, you would have a channel and you wouldn't hide about it. Anybody that knows Mommy of Three knows she'll tell you how it is, no matter where, what, how it goes. So if she had a channel, she would say she had a channel.
right, and I use my real name.
Yep.
I'm not running behind a troll account.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, and so that's when that person came back and said, well, to have 3 girls, she needs to tend to her 3 girls because I see DSS knocking on her door in the future. Um, and I'm like, oh, really?
Yep.
But I welcome them.
Right.
Do
Exactly.
whatever you gotta
But
do.
for that to be able to, you can't sit on your panel and scream your head off how CPS is wrong. And, CPS shouldn't be coming to people's doors. But then just because you don't like Mommy of Three, just because you don't like Mommy of Three's opinion, that's allowed to be left in your chat. No, it should be across the board. Whether you like the person or not, it should be removed and it should have been addressed.
Right. That's exactly right.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then I had an opinion. You just can't have an opinion. That's just what it boils down to, unless you're in a certain group,
Mm-hmm.
or you're running with a certain group. Um, you just can't have an opinion. You just
No,
can't,
you
because
can't.
you're gonna have 5 or 6 lives made about you. Um,
You
I
know
had an
that's gonna
opinion
happen.
about the receipts, taken up for Diane. I don't want to see her receipts. I don't care to see her receipts. I've, donated money to her channel, supported her for almost 18 months. Don't care to. Um,
Yeah.
but my point was, hey, you're obviously it's worrying you, it's bothering you. Your friends are saying you're not the same person. It's stressing you out. Just show them and squash it. Be done with it. Like,
Right.
because
I can
now
agree with that.
right, people are now questioning you because you're, being trying to hide it, or you're digging in deep and not wanting to show it. Just show them and be done. Like, just show one. Just be done with this crap. As a community, we're tired of hearing it. Um, and I was summoned to a panel at 1:30 in the morning because I was calling her a scammer. Absolutely not. That was never said.
Wow. And nobody showed proof of that, right? I'm sure.
Right. Nobody showed proof of it. And then I thought it was squashed. I was like, oh, it's squashed.
Oh,
I've been,
apparently Laura's live right now streaming us. So I really hope she's
well,
not.
good,
I really hope
good.
she's not.
Apparently it wasn't, because then I got notified, because some people around here, they don't know nothing about jobs. So I'm at work and I get notified that there's a live on TNT's where she's up there calling me a swatter. Okay. Okay.
Jeez.
That's rich.
That
Rich.
is rich.
You know.
That's rich.
But I
Huh.
wasn't a swatter when I was in their group though.
Right.
They
No.
all ran around defending me, saying I wasn't a swatter. Even made videos with the proof showing I wasn't a swatter.
Right.
But now that I'm not running with that certain group and I walked away from that certain group, now I'm back to a swatter.
Yep.
All because I had an opinion. Get out of here. I ain't got time for that crap.
No. No, and that's the thing. You're so right on the opinion thing. Like me, for me personally, I could care less if Diane shows her proof or not. But at the same time, showing it, I'm with you on that. It would squash it. It would put it to bed. Then nobody could talk about it anymore. But this constant, let's do polls, let's do straws, let's do this. Your friends are saying it's bothering you, then just do it just to squash it and shut it up. But do I feel that she should have to? No, I don't. And I just think that if you're going to say somebody's doing something like you're saying Mommy of 3 did, you're saying that she's the one that reported you, then show that she reported you. Show the proof,
Right.
or
And then
or shut up.
I think I even heard in the clip that she said I was following her on Patreon.
Prove it. Right, exactly. Then show the proof. Because we've seen time and time again from this person. I don't watch her. I don't. I have not watched her since the day I left. I don't watch her. I don't anything. But we have seen time and time again her mentioning, oh, it's this person with no proof. Then it's this person with no proof. Then it's this person with no proof. This is her MO. This is what she does. And she shows nothing, but everybody takes her word and runs with it, whether she's streaming me or not. Call it how it is, but we have seen time and time again. I mean, how many people did you accuse of your CPS call? I mean,
Right. Or
I
how many
can't even
times do
count.
you say something and you can't remember what you said yesterday?
Hmm.
And you swear, I mean, she'll swear up and down. And I've had this conversation with her. I'm like, you swear up and down, I didn't say it, I didn't do it, I didn't. And then the proof comes out that you did, versus you just saying, well, maybe I did, maybe I
Right,
forgot I did.
right.
She'll swear till the cows come home she didn't do it. Just like that suicide plot. She
Yep.
swore till the cows come home she would never do anything like that. And
Yep.
then bam, the proof fell out.
Just like I got accused of sending that video. I didn't even know that video. I didn't even know that existed until the day I was on Diane's and it was played. So I didn't send it. I don't know who sent it, but props to whoever sent it. Sorry, props, because it shut it down and it was end up, but
Right.
it wasn't me that sent it.
Right. I left her Patreon in August of 2019. As far as I know, unless she's got another Patreon, I ain't following nothing.
Right.
Now, did I leave in August and she still charged my credit card for September and October for $50 a pop? Yes, she did.
But she's saying that's your fault. That's your fault because you got hacked, and this was what she said is that you got hacked, so you had to change your name in Patreon and everywhere else. You made a whole new account, but you didn't cancel. You only canceled one account,
I
not
only
the
canceled,
other. So
and
it's your fault.
she's correct. I only canceled one. But you being a creator owner and you being a channel owner and you knowing that that's what happened because you were able to tell that,
Yes.
you should have notified me and said, "Hey, I'm still charging your credit card for $50 a pop. You might want to cancel that."
Right. That would have been the right
Or
thing to do.
that would have been the right thing to do. Or to say, "Hey, I'm going to refund you that money." Instead, she fought me tooth and nail on it to where I had to report it to my bank as fraud, and my bank had to refund me the money.
Wow. That-
So with her knowing that I forgot to cancel,
Yeah, because she did a
the
live about it and said it that
right,
you forgot. What exactly what I said just now is exactly what she said on her live, but instead she fought you instead of just doing the right thing.
right,
Because you can't tell me she didn't know how to get a hold of you.
she
She did.
absolutely. I text her even before I even reached out to Patreon and to my bank. I text her, and I've got the text, and I asked her to do the right thing and refund me the money,
Right.
and she flat right out refused.
Wow. Well, if she is streaming me, I will strike her, and I don't think she can handle another strike. So if you are streaming me, I wouldn't because I will strike you, just so you know. And I don't think you can handle another strike. So you might want to think about that.
I forget I think it was Sunspear. I think it was Sunspear who made the comment about CPS showing up at my door. Um, and I've got the screenshot. Somebody sent me the screenshot. So I have it. So when DSS does show up at my door, I'll know exactly who to go to.
Yep, you will. You will.
And Laura can sit over there and say, "I called CPS." Nah, I'm her CPS caller. That's
Yeah,
rich to
I
know too.
think it's been Oni. It's been you. Who else has it been? It's been I can't even tell you all the names she has spouted out. Now, mind you, let's say she said, I never said they did it. I said they could have and whatever. No, you need to go back and listen to your lives because you absolutely pointed the finger at people. Okay, seriously, I have to get back to work now, but I'm listening. She will continue streaming you and delete her live, Jenna. Well, that just shows who needs content and who doesn't, right?
Right.
Yep.
I thought she was out of the drama.
I thought she was too. But the drama doesn't sell. And, no drama doesn't sell. And I think, I knew she wasn't going to
Well,
stay gone forever.
she can have plenty of content because as long as I have an opinion, I'm going to state my opinion. I don't care who likes it.
Jenna, please show it as they are saying that's not what the screenshot said. I trust you, but that's what's being said. So, Mommy of Three, they're saying that's not what the screenshot said. That
Is Pepper in here?
she was. I don't know if she still is, but she was. Pepper, if you're still in here,
because I'm scared if I jump off of here, it might cut me off.
Yeah. I don't know if yes, she's still in here. Yep.
Go grab that where somebody posted it.
And Pepper, if you want, you can send it to my Discord and then I can screen share it. And we can put this to bed right now. Because I guess everybody is in here saying that is not what the screenshot said. And that is what's being said over in Laura's. She just read it, and Mommy of Three is correct. It did say DSS. Laura is saying she doesn't know
Matter of fact, the exact words was, I just pulled it up, 9:42 p.m., just Sunspear. She's a member of Laura's with the little purple circle.
A member too.
Oh, yeah. You would think MO3G would have a lot on her hands dealing with 3Gs. She needs a life and needs to concentrate on those 3Gs. I see a DSS in her future.
So now they're saying Laura just read it. Mommy of Three is correct. It did say DSS, but now Laura is saying she doesn't know what DSS is. Are you kidding?
Come on.
Please. Come on, who's gonna buy that? That's rich. That's a way to cover your tracks, Laura. Come on.
And it was hilarious because I'm sitting there thinking, two of my girls are grown, college educated. One's a house owner, got her own family. The other one is in a high prestige college, second year in. And I have a 6-year-old, and I have a son who's an underwater welder. So they're more successful than the 50-year-old that sits on that panel every day and does drama to pay her light bill or feed her kids. So when you come for mine, you better be looking around you.
Yep. I agree. I agree. And I'm sorry. When you come for somebody's kids, their mama bear is going to come out. Just like I said, what people did to Laura calling CPS twice. Do I think it's right? I don't. And I've said that time and time again. But when you come for somebody's kids and that mama bear comes out and she's going to give it back to you, you have only yourself to blame for that. Jenna, Mommy doesn't read chat. Tell her to drop it in Discord. And she won't be able to send it to me for me to screen share it. So if you could send it to me and then I could screen share it. Mommy of Three just read it. And Laura is admitting that it does say DSS. So I don't think we have to prove it now because Laura is saying, but now Laura wants to spin it and say, oh, I didn't know what DSS meant.
Tell Pepper to check her DMs on Discord.
Yeah, check your DMs, Pepper. She's worried if she does it drop her off. Yes. That's what she's worried about, Pepper. If she does it, it might drop her off. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me get this where I need to get it so it doesn't dox anybody. Give me 1 second. Let me save it.
So all because somebody has an opinion, we're going to insinuate DSS is going to show up at the door. That's nice.
That's nice. Yeah, I agree. All because somebody has an opinion that you might not like. So let's threaten to go real life. And that's okay, right? Give me 1 second. Yes, I got it, Pepper. Hold on.
And I hope she is streaming us because I'm going back to pull the live where she said that it was illegal for her to sell the stuff in Alabama, and that's why she took it off her website. Somebody's pulling the clip on that. So, I don't have any right reason to lie on Laura. Never have. Never have. And then for her to say I follow her on Patreon, I don't think so. Unless you have another Patreon that I'm not aware of, I don't follow you on Patreon. I left it, clocked it, and never looked back. So I don't even know where she's getting that from, unless she has a Facebook Patreon that I didn't leave or something like that. So
I'm screen sharing it right now. So it says, you would think MO3 would have a lot on her hands dealing with 3Gs. She needs a life and she needs to concentrate on those 3Gs. I see DSS in her future. Now, if you look, this woman is also a member. So, this is how you let your members act in your chat. You allow your members to threaten real life on somebody in your chat and it doesn't get removed. Why? Because they pay you? Is that why it doesn't get removed? Why didn't you remove this? And don't say because you didn't know what DSS means. Yes, there's many names for DSS, but one of them is DSS. And even if you want to, like really, she's a member. This is how you allow your members to act. That's nice. That's nice. And you want to sit there and scream how for 2 years people have gone for your real life. Scream at the top of your lungs. But then you allow your members to threaten another woman for an opinion to go for her real life.
She knows what DSS is. She knows what CPS is. She knows what DHR is. She knows what all of them are.
She does. And
they've all
and
been mentioned in this community.
Right. And we cannot say that she missed it. Because how many times does she sit there and says, I don't miss anything? Everybody knows how I watch my chat. So you can't even say, oh, I didn't even see it. Because we have many clips of you saying how awesome you are at reading your chat.
I'm shady. I'm all this. But, I was the first one she reached out to when she wanted some info on Kim Lowry.
Yeah.
I'm all these bad things. But, when she needs something or she wants some info, I'm the first one she'll reach out to. And I didn't respond to it. I didn't even bait it. No, you ain't baiting me.
No.
I'm not responding.
Right. She wants to sit there and tell you that, you got, what was it? What did you say? I forgot the word, but basically because you called the police or whatever, you're this or that. But then, you're like you just said, I'm all this. But then when you need dirty info on somebody, you want to go to Mamiya 3 for it. Well, Mamiya 3 has been on to you forever. That's why she's not a Patreon anymore. So why would you even reach out to her when you've talked about her the way you have? That's some galls right there. Listen for people in the back. If it starts with D and has 3 letters, it's a reference to a kid agency. Even I am bright enough to put 2 and 2 together. There's people from not even in this country that know what DSS is. I mean,
DSS would come in here and laugh.
They would.
They would probably say, oh my goodness, your kid's got too much.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't even have 3 girls at home. I have 1. 2 of them are gone. So the person who ever wrote that doesn't even know that much about my life.
No. And you shouldn't have to explain your life. You shouldn't have to sit here and say where your kids are or what they're doing or whatever, all because they didn't agree with a comment. You don't agree with a comment. You don't agree with a comment, but you don't threaten to go real life. End of. And for you to sit there and have a channel and have not even just a sub come in, it's a member. A member that is supposed to be supporting you, that you are allowing her to threaten real life on somebody for an opinion. It's disgusting. And if it was you, you would be doing the same thing Mamiya 3 is doing right now. So don't act like we're looking for content or we just want our voices to be heard and blah, 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 like you do. Because you know damn well if that was written in my chat, you would be having a field day with it. And Mamiya 3 has every right to be pissed off and every right to address it. Somebody threatened to go real life on her. It's scary. thought either
Not
way for
not even
people.
real life on me, my kids. Like,
Mm,
why are you even bringing my kids into it? My kids are not on YouTube,
right.
even though they've
Exactly.
been doxxed, and they've, been talked about. They're not even on YouTube.
Mhm. And that's the thing. That's the other thing with this community. They bring people's kids up that aren't even in it, or husbands, or family members that aren't even around. It's our words. It's come for us. You have
I'm
a problem, come for us, not our
right, and
family.
I'm sorry. Laura does put her kids out there on YouTube, so
Yes,
she
she
does.
does.
She subjects her kids to YouTube.
Yep.
None of us do.
Nope. And
That's
we
the
used to
difference.
beg Laura not to. We've had many talks with Laura back in the day of not doing that because it's hard to defend when you choose to put your kids out there. It's hard to defend when people come for that because you put it out there. How can we defend that? If you didn't put it out there, then we could. But we can't defend it when you put it out there. We didn't put Mommy of Three hasn't put her kids out here.
And then they want to go on and on about, Mandy Bell this. Well, how can you forgive Mandy? Mandy Bell and me, that was our issue.
Yep.
Did Mandy Bell have streams? And, yes. And did I say things? Yes. But why are y'all so engrossed in what she did to me or I did to her? Like, it was us. Let
Yep.
it go. Stop using it for content. Leave the girl alone. She's moved on past the drama. She wants out of the drama.
Mhm.
And y'all keep going and you keep bringing her up and you joining our memberships and and then I'm the victim. I'm the victim. It's old. It is so old. I mean, and you don't see a lot of us on panels, a lot of us in streams. The only
Right.
streams you catch me in are in Sarah's or the Truce. That's it. And
Mhm.
maybe yours every
And
once in a while.
Kiki, and when Kiki goes live,
And
if Kiki,
Kiki. That's
right,
it.
that's
That's
it.
it. I don't go anywhere else. You don't see my name chatting anywhere else.
Nope.
But then I'm accused of being troll accounts. And I haven't had a troll account since August 2019. And anybody close to me will tell you that. I don't troll. I didn't even troll when I was in Patreon. It was not entertaining to me.
Right. And that's the thing. The thing between you and Mandy Bell, it was between you and Mandy Bell. And if you guys decided to move past it, that's you guys' that for you guys to figure out, not us. And for people to say what people should forgive on or what, everybody's different. Some people forgive, some people don't, but who are you to sit there and use that when it's none of your business to begin with? That's the best I can do to try to make this a better place, being extra cautious with triggers for anxiety. And that's what you're doing, Mandy. Mandy said, trust me. I'm still upset, but if I don't hear it anymore, it doesn't trigger the anxiety. When I do hear it, it triggers anxiety, and I'm working hard to stay away from triggers. But they constantly are trying to drag you out, Mandy, and you're doing so well at not letting it. But
Right.
of
I give her
course,
props for it.
right, but that's the only thing that Laura has on Mommy of Three to come for her at. So every time she gets mad because Mommy of Three has an opinion, she's got to throw that up. Why? It wasn't even about you.
But now she's moved on to the other thing because this has been squashed. Now she's moved on to the thing that she's pulled and showed over 2 years ago. This nasty message. Um, but people don't know the backstory behind that.
Yep.
People don't know what Laura it was in the background doing
Hmm.
or had Patreons doing. She was even questioned. It was just a
It
lot.
was. Yeah.
And people don't know that.
And it's something that this whole platform doesn't need to know.
Exactly.
It
But she had to bring it public,
yeah.
because that's all she had on me. That's all she had on me.
It's disgusting because yet again now it's so crazy to me that she screams how people go for her real life or go for her family, but when she gets mad, that's what she uses. other people's families and other people's tragedy to clap back with.
Right,
It makes no
or
it
it's you're jealous or
yeah,
you're intimidated or I've been waiting for 2 years now to find out what we're jealous of. Jealous of what? You're
I
50
don't
years
know.
old and you don't even have a pot to piss in nor a window to throw it out of. Jealous of what?
I find
Jealous
that
of
funny.
what? You
I
own nothing, you have nothing, you are nothing.
I
Like
find that
what? I mean, you sit on YouTube and drag people to get the light bill paid or the phone bill paid or put food on the table. Jealous of what? You don't even
I'm
have the free shit in life like kindness, loyalty, trust,
no.
honesty. You have nothing. What are we jealous of?
Mhm.
And I'm damn sure not intimidated of you.
No. Definitely not intimidated. And you're right on all of those. We've never been jealous. There is nothing to be jealous of. Nothing. Nothing to be jealous of. I don't care who you have as Patreons. I don't care who you have as subs. I don't even watch you. I don't even care what you have to say. So, but it's just really sad that maybe you need to, you know, reevaluate because obviously you still are allowing your members and your Patreons to do shady shit, like threaten to go real life. So, but you said you've changed. I'm waiting to see where you've changed because obviously you haven't because you still allow this crap to go on behind the scenes and in your chat. So now, not that Mommy Year 3 has anything to worry about, she doesn't, but she still has to worry that somebody might be coming knocking on her door for an opinion. It's bullshit.
Right, and that's what, but that's the part. This my home is my kid's safe haven.
Mhm.
My little girl's safe haven. And to have somebody intrude in here over some YouTube bullshit,
Yeah. Or
that
have a meeting
bothers
with
me.
your family
Right,
to
that
even
bothers
tell
me.
them that, hey, FYI, something might be happening. That's crazy.
That's bothers me more than anything because now you're intruding on my baby's safe haven,
Mhm.
which is not cool. This is her safe zone. She
Right.
shouldn't have to worry about somebody coming in here and questioning her or,
Or
you know,
going to her school
right, over
and pulling her
YouTube.
out of her class to question her or all that over a YouTube opinion. It's ridiculous. And I'm so sorry that happened to you. And it's disgusting that it was left. It wasn't addressed. And her answer to it is, I didn't know what DSS is. Okay, now you do. So what are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit here and defend yourself on your channel and make every excuse under the sun of why you didn't see it because you didn't know what DSS is? Well, now we're over here telling you what it is. So why don't you do the right thing and make it where you apologize to Mommy of 3 for allowing that to stay in your chat? Why don't you do that? But we know that's not what you're going to do. You're not going to be the bigger person and say, you know what, it was wrong. It shouldn't have been left there. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. But you're not going to do that. You're going to switch it and make you the victim.
Well, she already is. She's the victim now because of what she's been through the last 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the other rich thing that I
Even
was
though if we rewind the tape, she's owned the first call. She said the first call was her fault.
mhm.
Everything in that call she's admitted to.
Yep.
The first call that she blamed everybody and their brother, even there's a video out there, and I can't remember the channel of it, but I'll get it, where she's telling people to call on Mandy Lynn,
Yep.
telling people to call CPS on Mandy Lynn during that first CPS call where she was blaming that girl for that call, knowing Mandy Lynn would never make a call like that.
In
Never
her
make a call like that.
Right. And her complaining, how nobody cared. For 2 years, nobody cared. Well, your super chats and your PayPal showed differently when those CPS calls came out. You looked like you had a lot of people that supported you. So for
Now, the
you to run
second one was
around and say nobody
disgusting.
supported you.
Right. That all those super chats that were for attorneys that never happened.
Right.
Yep, I remember those.
Yeah, but nobody cared. Nobody's cared that, people have gone real life on her. For 2 years, nobody cared. Where was anybody? Nobody gave a shit about me, blah, blah, blah. Well, I saw people that didn't even like you, didn't even sub to you, come in and give you money to support you and say how wrong and how sorry they were. But this community didn't care. Bullshit. Bullshit.
That's exactly right.
Mhm.
Kiki being one of them.
Yep. There was many people that didn't support
After
her.
she's drug her to filth.
Yep. Kiki went in and gave her sorries, and you're right. I remember that. She dragged Kiki from one end to the other, and still Kiki went in and said it was wrong. But you want to run around that nobody cared for 2 years. Bullshit.
Even sent Kiki a blackmail email and told her she didn't take her strike back, she'd put out everything on her life.
Mhm. I remember that. I remember when Kiki went live about that because she was so pissed off. Isn't it interesting? There's 2 things. Look at, she wanted shit on Kim Lowry, she comes to you, and wanted you to bite, which you didn't. But here she is getting a strike that she didn't want, and she's gonna threaten Kiki with it. You guys think, these people that support her think that, everything she say is truth, but you guys don't know what this bitch does behind the scenes. You really don't. And not all the Patreons are privy to that. There's only certain ones that are privy to that. I'm telling you, Laura hasn't changed her stripes. There's only a select few that get to know all the dirty deeds that Laura does. So the rest of the Patreons are sitting there saying, well, we've never seen that. That's never happened. Blah, blah, blah. You guys are all talking out your ass. No, it's because you guys aren't the ones that are privy to it. If you don't think she has a secret chat with only a couple people in there, I don't know what to tell anybody anymore. Because trust me, it still goes on.
It absolutely does.
Mhm.
And we could probably tell them exactly what they do on a daily basis in those chats.
Yep. Even
Or
though
how
we're
many
not
group
watching.
calls we're on.
Even though we're not watching, I bet you we could tell everything that because she has not changed. Mm-mm.
How many hours they spend on group calls together.
Yep. And how she twists it to make it fit her narrative and make you think. I mean, she really does mind fuck you in there. She really does. And it's not until after you leave that you become unmind fucked. But she really does mind fuck you in there and make you believe, and she spins it and twists it. And I mean, she's good at being a narcissist, even though she claims she's not one.
Let's just think, if you're going to put your life out there, you better believe somebody's going to judge it.
Yep.
That's
Especially
just the way
around here.
it is.
It is the way it is. But you didn't put your kids out here. You gave an opinion.
Right.
And for her to allow it, it's wrong. And everybody should be upset about it. Because how can you sit there and complain how CPS has come to your house and how people have gone real life for you, but you allow your members to do the same thing? Please.
All right, girl. I'm going to
All
jump
right.
off here. Thank you for letting me up.
Yes. No, thank you for coming up. And,
All right.
All right. Have a good rest of your day.
You too, babe.
All right. Bye. All right, guys. Well, you guys have seen the proof. I showed the screenshot. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. Nobody can say nobody showed freaking proof. The proof's out there. We showed it. We showed that a member threatened a sub for an opinion. And this is what's wrong with this community. This is what's important. And then you wonder why the subs don't speak out. And it just shows. I was talking about 2 other subs that got dragged, for having an opinion. And here we are having another sub that had an opinion get threatened to go real life. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the subs. So stop attacking the subs because they have an opinion. They're allowed to have an opinion. You might not agree with their opinion, but then just do it respectfully. Say, I disagree with you. Why don't you come up? Let's talk about it. Maybe I can do something differently. Instead, this crap happens, and then you wonder why the subs shut up. And that's not fair. You guys have just as much as a right, even if it is a keyboard, even if it's words. You don't have to come up on panel. You don't have to have a channel to have a right to an opinion. You can type out your opinion and you should be allowed to have it without this crap happening. Learn how to tolerate opinions without emotional reaction. Learn how to hear words and not what you think you heard. It's exhausting. I agree, Sonia. So I thank you guys all for coming in today. I've missed you all. Again, please throw up prayers for my husband. Hopefully things will get better. I love you all. Thank you for coming in. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you could hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. I like either one. Laura, you might want to put your video on private because I will strike you. You got it. So, everybody stay healthy, stay happy, and stay you. And I will talk to you guys hopefully tomorrow. This week is going to be like, if I come on, I come on. If I don't, I don't. I hope you guys all understand, but my family needs to come first. And right now, I have to be there for my husband. So that's my priority. I will try to come on, but please, if I don't, please understand, I will be back. I'm not going anywhere. I will be here. It's just family comes first before YouTube. So I hope you guys all understand, and I'll talk to you guys all later. Remember to reach out if there's anything I can do for you. Thank you, Mandy Bell. You've been awesome. Everybody that knows what's going on has been awesome, and I appreciate every single one of you. I'm sorry that some are in the dark, but with this community, I just don't feel comfortable explaining what happened because everybody picks everything apart. So I'm sorry that you guys, only certain people know exactly what happens, but it's just the way it has to be. Maybe after everything settles and the dust settles, and maybe if I feel a little bit more comfortable, I'll let you all know. But right now, I have to protect my family. So it's better to leave it the way I'm leaving it. So have a good day, guys.